Hello everybody, welcome to the Ottawa Senators Outlook. I'm your host Jack. This is my weekly preview prediction for the Penguins, Bruins, and Lightning games. So, right now Ottawa is 6th in the Atlantic Division, Pittsburgh is 5th, and Boston is on top of the league, of course, 1st in the Atlantic, 1st in the league, and then Tampa at the moment is 3rd in the Atlantic Division. I'm going to go right into the points right now. And Ottawa right now has a total of 71 points. The Penguins have a total of 78, and they hold a final wildcard spot. So this could be a very pivotal game for the Ottawa Senators. As I check it, Boston Bruins, obviously current President's Cup champions so far, they have 111. So they're just killing it right now. They're just like dominating the entire league right now. Then the Lightning only have 90 points, 3 behind the Maple Leafs for second place in the Atlantic Division. So let's go to the stat leaders right now. Tim Stützle has 35 goals. Tim Stützle also has 43 assists. And Cam Talbot has 15 wins as a goalie. For the Pittsburgh Penguins, Jake Guentzel has 30 goals. Sidney Crosby has 54 assists. And Tristan Jarry has 20 wins as a goalie. For the Boston Bruins, David Pastrnak leads with 47 goals. Pastrnak also leads in assists with 45, and who very well could be the Vezina Trophy winner this year. If he doesn't win it, it might be the biggest robbery since Roberto Luongo in 2004. In Linus Ullmark having 34 wins as a goalie. And for the Lightning, Braden Point has 43 goals. Nikita Kucherov has 72 assists, and Andrei Vasilevsky has 31 wins as a goalie. So, let's go to the team ranks. Ottawa ranks 18th in goals for with 216. Pittsburgh ranks 14th with 222. Boston ranks 2nd with 254. And Tampa Bay ranks 4th with 243. In goals against, Ottawa's 20th with 227. Pittsburgh's 19th with 225. Boston is 1st with 147. And Tampa Bay is 13th with 211. In goals against now, assists. Ottawa's 21st with 356, Pittsburgh's 13th with 385, and Boston is 2nd with 432. Tampa Bay is 3rd with 428. On the power play, Ottawa ranks 7th with a 23.8, Pittsburgh is 14th with a 21.4, Boston is 12th with a 22.3, and Tampa Bay is 3rd with a 25.7. On the penalty kill, Ottawa's 6th with an 82.3, Pittsburgh's 15th with an 80% penalty kill, Boston is 1st with an 85.5, and Tampa Bay is 16th with an 79.5. Penalty minutes now, Ottawa's 29th with 801, Pittsburgh's 14th with 588, Boston is 22nd with 672, and the Lightning are 30th with 820. That's pretty rare to see, especially if you're an Ottawa Senators fan. You're one of the bottom 5 teams in penalty minutes, meaning you have the most. And finally, shooting percentage, Ottawa ranks 24th with a .094, Pittsburgh is 21st with a .095, Boston is 3rd with a .113, and Tampa Bay is 7th with a .108. So the last time, this is actually a tiebreaker game between the Pittsburgh Penguins. The first time these two teams played during the season was January 18th, and the Ottawa Senators won 5-4 in overtime. And on Friday, January 20th, it was a doubleheader. The Pittsburgh Penguins won 4-1 in Pittsburgh. So this game at PPG Paints Arena in Pittsburgh will be the tiebreaker between these two teams. This is the 4th matchup between the Bruins and the Senators. The Ottawa Senators won the first 2 games, 7-5 back in October. And Ottawa won 3-2 in the shootout on December 27th. And then, just around a month ago, on President's Day, the Bruins beat the Ottawa Senators 3-1 in Boston. And this game's in Boston right here. So at the very worst, the Senators could split with the Bruins, which, considering how the Bruins are playing, is pretty good. And then the Lightning, the only time we played was in November, and the Lightning won that game 4-3. And that was in Tampa Bay. The final 2 games against the Tampa Bay Lightning are at the Canadian Tire Center. So these games are very interesting. The Pittsburgh Penguins, I mean, they're the final wildcard spot, but they are coming off of, like I said, a 6-0 loss to the New York Rangers, so they're going to try to bounce back in that. The Boston Bruins have just been playing dominant hockey, and for the Lightning, they have been playing scary. And when I mean scary, not in a good way, like if you're a Lightning fan, scary in a bad way. They have been really shaky lately. Even though they got a win over the Montreal Canadiens, and I'm going to look over the Lightning right now. Currently, they are losing to the New Jersey Devils 4-2. Then they have a game against Montreal. However, they did pull off 2 wins against the Devils over the last week. But let's just say the road has been very shaky for the Lightning, and who knows? Obviously, I'm not expecting to win many of these games. I'm gonna have the Pittsburgh Penguins win tomorrow, but I think that'll go to overtime. So I'm gonna pick the Pittsburgh Penguins to win 4-3 in overtime over the Ottawa Senators. We're gonna lose to the Boston Bruins by a final score of 4-1, and then we are going to lose to the Tampa Bay Lightning by a final score of 3-2 in regulation. So we're going to get another point out of this, and we're going to get 72 points at the end of this 3-game stretch. Who knows, I could be wrong, but there is a catch too. If in any scenario Brian Elliott is in net for the Tampa Bay Lightning, then I can definitely see a possibility of the Senators winning if we have our offense clicking. So that could definitely be a possibility too. On Friday, I'll come out with a catch-up episode. But for now, this is Jack from the Auto Center Zellick, and go Sens go.